Hello, in this video I'm going to be showing you how you can configure the WpAnalyst plugin so that it can work on your WordPress site. So the very first thing you need to do is install the plugin on your WordPress site as you would any plugin, any usual plugin. Once the plugin's installed, you need to go over to settings and then look for WpAnalyst so that we can go over and configure the settings. So on this page, we've got a number of areas that we can configure. The very first thing that I'm going to bring your attention to is Moz. Now, we're going to need a free Moz API key, and it's totally free to create, guys, and I'm going to be showing you how to create one now. So what we need to do is go over to moz.com. Once we're on moz.com, we need to click on login. Now, don't worry if you don't have any access at the moment. Once you click on login, you want to click on create an account towards the bottom. Once you've created an account, as you can see on this tab here, I've actually created a brand new account so I can test with this. Now, I created an account, guys, and they send you over an email to verify, okay, in your email address. Now, what I've actually done is it took Moz quite a little bit of time to send me over the verification email. So I was clicking this and I clicked this 3 times and they sent me over the verification link. Once you've got your verification link and you're logged into Moz, what you need to do then is, let me just go back over to Moz. Once you're back onto Moz, you need to scroll all the way down to the bottom to an area that says API. Click on the link that says API. Once you're on this page here, you want to click on Get Started. Once you click on Get Started, you want to click on this link here, Manage Mozscape API Key. Once you click on this, then you're going to be able to generate an API key. So generate your API key here. It's going to show you how to generate an API key as well. Super easy and super straightforward. So I've already generated my key here, and I'm going to add this to the software in front of you to show you how to do it. But just to let you know, the way you do this, guys, is you'd have your access key, and then you'd have a colon, which is the shift key and the key near the @ symbol, and then you'd have your secret key. Okay, and I'm going to do this in front of you and show you how to add this. So I'm going to take the access key here, I'm going to copy it, I'm going to go over to the actual blog settings, and I'm going to add the access key here. Now I'm going to add the colon, which is the shift key and the key near the @ symbol, and now I'm going to go ahead and get the secret key. I'm going to copy the secret key, and I'm going to add the secret key straight after it. And now what I'm going to do is click on Test Moz. Now, guys, I just want to bring to your attention that you can have multiple API keys down here if you wanted to. Okay, so at the moment, this is saying, let me just take a look. Okay, this is saying that it's not okay. So that means we've got a problem with our Moz API key. Now, it could be because it's saying that I need to do this. Right, give me one moment. I'm going to go over to Usage, and then I'm going to go to Access one more time, and I'm just going to verify that this is working or not working. Okay, it's saying not okay. So sometimes we might need to regenerate the actual API key. So I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to click Generate New, and I'm going to say yes, generate the old one. Now, when I've said generate a new one, before I actually take this, I'm going to go over to Usage. I'm going to go to Access one more time, and as you can see, it's got the same old API key down here, and this is just an issue with Moz itself. So I'm going to click on Test Moz again, hoping that it's actually sorted itself out with the old key, and as you can see, I didn't even change the key. I asked Moz to regenerate the key, and it actually regenerated the key, but it gave me the same key, and now it's saying okay. So this is actually an issue with Moz itself, guys, but as you can see, we know the workaround from this. So as long as you do exactly the same, it's going to work for you as well. Okay, what you can do now is you can opt to use proxies. Proxies are used for when you want to actually go ahead and perform your rank tracking inside of Google. So for this example, I'm not going to be using proxies. I've actually got a dedicated server here as well. So for this example, I'm not going to be using proxies. I'm not going to be using death by capture as well. Well, actually I am. Let me just put this on pause and get my details in here. Okay, so I've got my death by capture details in here now as well. I'm going to check the checkbox so that we can use death by capture. I'm going to actually add a proxy in here. I've got a proxy here. I'm going to click on test proxies just to make sure this proxy is working as well. Now, as you can see, it says okay. Now, if you don't have proxies, you can click this button here or this link here, and it'll actually open up and show you where you can get proxies from, the exact same place that we get our proxies from as well. Okay, so now we've got these areas filled in. Let me talk about these areas here. So the load social is telling, if you check this, this tells the software to go ahead and get the social signal counts for all of your URLs as well. Okay, if you check broken links, guys, now this is going to require lots of resources. So I would recommend that you keep this disabled to start with, unless you've actually got yourself a dedicated server, or you've actually got all of your analytics from the plugin itself, and then you come back over here and enable it. So anyway, let me show you how this works. So at the moment, I'm going to leave this as is. Now this delay for loading pages, this is actually a delay for when the software is going to go ahead and work with one URL of your website to go ahead and get the statistics before it goes ahead and opens the next page as well. So we've left this as 10. So a 10-second delay will actually mean it's going to be stable for even shared servers as well. Okay, so I'm going to click on Save Changes here. And I'm going to click on no here. Okay, so that's all been saved, which is brilliant, which is great. And what we're going to do now is we're going to go over to the WpAnalyst page. Okay, so I'm going to click on WpAnalyst. Which is brilliant. Okay, so the very first thing we need to do now with the WpAnalyst page is actually add our access key and our transaction ID as well. So these would have been sent over to you via email. So if you can add these now, that would be great. I'm going to go ahead and add mine now as well. Okay, excellent. As you can see, I've added mine in here now. And now what we need to do is click on this button here, and it's going to actually take us over to the settings page. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually come back over now to the WpAnalyst page here. Okay, so just give us 2 moments. What we should have done really is go over to WpAnalyst, verify the plugin, and then come over to settings, but it doesn't matter because everything's still saved over for us. Okay, so what's happening now is the software is actually working. As you can see, it's got loads of these timers on here. So what's happening is, if I actually put this on, let's say, okay, you can actually see them come up here. So they're going to come up one at a time. It's not going to get any of the Facebook likes or shares or anything like that. And the reason it's not going to do them is because we've actually already disabled them inside of the settings. Okay, and as you can see from here, I've actually got some more areas in here. The Moz rank, I've actually got the I've got the Moz rank in here as well, because I've got myself the developer's license. Okay, so as you can see, it's working through here nice and slowly, but what I'm going to do is come back over on the next video to show you exactly how you can work with this area here.